His name is Lawrence Reed. He has been arrested more than 4 dozen times, 9 of those times for felonies.
America, a career criminal just poured gasoline on an innocent woman, set her on fire on a Chicago train, leaving her fighting for her life with burns covering her entire body. This monster had 72 arrests since 1993 and should have been locked up decades ago. But here's what's absolutely disgusting. Mayor Brandon Johnson just called this act of terrorism an isolated incident and claims he doesn't see this as some sort of a trend. But here's what's really sick. While this woman is suffering in the burn unit, Johnson is more worried about protecting his failed policies than admitting his soft on crime agenda created this nightmare. Because here's what nobody wants to say. When you release career criminals 72 times instead of locking them up, innocent people get burned alive on public transportation.
It happened again. Arena Zarutska Part 2, this time in Chicago, with a woman started on fire and the details eerily similar.
What is up, guys? Tyson De La Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. When setting people on fire becomes a quote-unquote isolated incident to these mayors, you know your city's run by psychopaths. Let me tell you exactly what happened that Brandon Johnson is trying to dismiss as no big deal. Lawrence Reed bought gasoline, boarded a Blue Line train, walked up to a 26-year-old woman who was minding her own business, poured gasoline all over her, and set her on fire.
Legal questions surround the criminal record of the man accused of setting the 26-year-old victim on fire. Lawrence Reed is expected back in court tomorrow. An ABC 7 record search shows multiple mugshots for Reed on a wide range of crimes, including battery against a social worker earlier this year.
This innocent woman was just going through her phone when Reed approached her and began throwing gasoline on her, so she wasn't bothering anyone, just trying to get home on what's supposed to be safe public transportation.
Perhaps people were afraid to get involved, but what we could say is, even as she was on the ground trying to put herself out and is rolling on the ground, desperately trying to put out the fire, no one came to her aid.
This just shows how dangerous Chicago's public transit has become under Johnson's failed leadership.